Hi guys, Kim here, design team member with Swirly Disc Kit Club. What I've got for you today is another tutorial on using our ice resin that we got in a past technique kit. And I'm also using one of the molds, and I'm also going to use two other molds that are my own. But we're going to use the ice resin, and we're also going to use some glass glitter. They make some ice resin crystals, and I didn't have any, so I wanted to see what I could do. We're also going to use some glitter. I wanted to see what I could do with the supplies that I had on hand, because most of us don't have all the pieces that come with this stuff, but we do have some of this other stuff on hand. And I saw this neat technique at CHA with the ice resin crystals, and I wanted to see if I could recreate it at home and show you guys what you could do with the ice resin and some of the things that you do have on hand at home. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And what I did was, what I saw was they were using the ice crystals inside the resin to give it another look. And there's two ways that you can do this. The first way is you can go ahead and mix your ice resin and pour it into your mold, and then you can sprinkle in the crystals. This didn't work quite exactly like it did with the ice resin crystals, but I do kind of like the effect. What I did was I poured the clear ice resin into my mold, and then I mixed up some of my black glass glitter and some of my old silver glass glitter, and then I added in a little bit of the iridescent glitter, and I just kind of mix it up. And then what you do is you sprinkle it in, and so what you get is this type of effect where it looks like it's floating inside, front to back. It doesn't quite look the same as the ice crystals do, but I still like the way it came out. So here are the two pieces that I did. Here's one, and you see it just kind of spreads out a little bit. You just sprinkle it in, and it'll do the rest on its own. And here's the other piece. So it just kind of sits there in the center, but it kind of looks like it's floating. The other way is, once I made these two pieces, I had some ice resin left, and so what I did was the mixture that I had, I just dumped into the ice resin, and then I poured it, and this is what I came out with. So now it no longer looks like it's floating, it's all mixed into the ice resin. So it's a mixture, and it's all mixed into the ice resin. And this was one piece that I did. And here's a little smaller piece. Hopefully you can get a better look at that. And so that's what we're going to do today. The only thing that I would change is I would use a more sparkly glitter. This one's kind of a matte glitter, so it doesn't give you a lot of shimmer. So I'm going to switch over to a more sparkly glitter, and we're going to see how that works out. So this is what we're going to do today. I'm going to show you how to do both of these. I'm going to start by mixing my ice resin. No, first I'm actually going to start by making my mixture. I've got this little scoop here, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, because black was my main color before, and the black, I like the way it looks, but I don't want another black one, so I'm going to use less black this time. I'm going to take about a half a scoop of black. I need a little bit more. So let's make it a full scoop, because I need it to have enough to pour into my mixture as well. So a full scoop of black. And I'm going to take a full scoop of my silver. I am going to take some of my silver here. Not so much for the glitter, but it's got some little iridescent pieces in there. I'm not sure if you can see that. And I want to try and get some of those. But I always end up getting most of the glitter, which I really don't want, so I'm not going to take much of that. But I am going to take, and this was glitter that we got in a kit, gosh, a while ago. I am going to take a good scoop of that, because that's nice and sparkly glitter. I don't know if you can see the sparkle on that, but that's nice and sparkly glitter. So I am going to take a bit of that. And you make sure you seal all this back up because you don't want to have any spills. All right, and then I'm just going to mix this. Just mix it in the cup. All right, now I'm going to set that aside. Now I'm going to mix my ice resin. And remember, when you're mixing your ice resin, it's a 50-50 mix. So I'm going to take my part A, and I'm going to take my cup. And I already know from my measurements from making these before, I'm going to do 15 and 15. So I'm just squeezing my ice resin in. All right, now I'm at 15. And I'm going to take my part B. Let me see, make sure I'm at 15. I think I'm a little less than 15. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I am at 15. And now I'm going to take my resin. That was easy enough. And now I'm just going to mix. It's pretty well mixed. And so we're going to start to pour. Now you want to have your mixture ready. And I'm going to start with my small one. Alright, now my mixture is, my mold is full there. And so now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take and sprinkle it in. And that's all you need to do, and let it sit. Gravity in the ice resin will take over and do the rest. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to pour. All my corners and things are filled in. And I can make sure that this is full. And now again, I'm going to go back in. And as you can see, as you sprinkle, it spreads out a little bit. And I may want to sprinkle a little bit more. You can add as little or as much as you want. So there we have it. Now, those are the two that I want to do the floaters in. Now, I've got some left, and I'm going to go ahead and fill in the other two. But now I want those to be full. So I'm going to take my mixture, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this and dump it right in, and then I'm going to go ahead and mix that in. And just give it a good stir around. And now that's what it looks like. And so now I'm going to go ahead and fill in my other molds. Now we're all done. Now you know these need to sit at least overnight to dry. But there are a couple other things that I did learn from my little session at CHA. You can do your molds in layers, especially if you want to add other things in the center of them. What you can do is, so especially using your ice resin, what you can do is you can fill your mold halfway and let that set, and then you can add to it. So What if you want to do a layer of color? How fun would that be? What you can do is you can halfway fill your mold with clear resin and let that sit for 24 hours, and then you can go back in and add a layer of colored resin and then let that sit for 24 hours. So you don't always have to fill these up. There's tons of ways to work with your ice resin and colors and the crystals, or substituting the crystals for what you have on hand at home. This is just one way, but let me remind you, when you're using the things that you have on hand at home, especially with your glitter glass, the one thing I was warned about is you want to check to make sure that your glitter glass is not color fast, meaning that once you put it in the ice resin that the colors won't run. Fortunately, the glitter glass that I use, which is Stampendous, did not run in the colors, so for the most part we know that the Stampendous glitter glass is safe, and the colors won't run, or at least the black and the old gold won't run. That's all I tried for right now. So if you do want to do this at home and you do know that you have the Stampendous glitter glass, feel free to try that. I know Prima makes some. I have not tried it with the Prima yet, but if you do try it, let me know how it works. So we're going to let these sit for 24 hours, and then we're going to come back and do a follow-up and see how these turned out. And then remember, there's all different ways to color these. You can use the ice resin tint that we got in the kit, and that looks like this, and it comes in several different colors. Maybe I'll come back next time and we'll try to color these with some alcohol ink and see how that turns out. Again, we're going to try using these ice resins with all kinds of things that we have on hand at home, so we don't have to break the bank in using our ice resins. So for now, this has been ice resin with glitter glass and just plain old regular glitter. So this has been Kim for Swirly Doos Kit Club. Thanks for stopping by. And if you've liked what you've seen today, please check out more of our videos on YouTube. We have hundreds of videos that are free on YouTube. And also, if you like this technique kit, stop by our forums, check out some of our past technique kits and our monthly scrapbook kits and add-ons. Our kits tend to sell out fast, so if you really like them, then click on the top where it says join our club. If you decide to join, mention my name, Kim. You'll get 10% off of your first kit, and you'll get a coupon for 30% off your purchases off the store. And how great is that? Then you can go back and buy some of the past kits that we still have available. There's only a few. So again, check us out at www.swirlydoos.com. This is Kim. Bye.